What up? What up? What up? We are live. We are live on YouTube and we're live on TikTok right now. Let's get into it. Today I'm going to do some stuff with hip hop and sync licensing for reality TV shows because I don't really do a lot of that. I mess a lot with the brands side of thing, but it's always fun to make like artistic music for that's still functional for sync. So that's what we're actually going to end up doing today. So let's go ahead and hop into it. If you guys are interested in knowing or watching exactly what I'm doing on the screen, go to the YouTube in the bio. You can watch, I'm streaming literally at the same time. It's freaking amazing. So without further ado, I've already found a loop that I really like. So what I'm going to do is basically interpolate it so that I can make it not only my own, but be able to build off of it as well. And then throw away the loop after I'm done. So should be kind of fun, hopefully. I already got a decent tempo for it. We're at 134, which means we're making some trap music. What's the YouTube? The YouTube is xJ-Will. You can find it by going to link in bio, and then there's a link directly to my YouTube. So, yeah, go subscribe. I just started it. If you guys have any questions, I'm trying to start making long form video, even though it's like not my forte. So I'm here to help. And that's what I'm here to do. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I want this a little slower. So I like that melody. So let's flip it a little bit. I'm gonna interpolate it by going to Serum, and we're gonna find a pluck sound that we're gonna use, and then I'm going to make a melody that sounds like it, but not exactly the same, because I like the bounce. So I'm gonna go ahead and search for plucks. I know my boy Fabian probably has some plucks I could use. Let me go to his packs. He just dropped a new one too. I gotta go cop it. Oh. There it is. Hello from prison. What's going on? Hey, Momsy's in the house. Hi, Mom. Hello from humankind. Where's everybody else from? Type it down in the chat. Maybe up an octave? LA, that's what's up. I swallowed Germany. Very cool. Very cool. Boulder, Colorado? Yeah, that'll work. Orlando. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was just talking to some homies from Orlando not too long ago. That is awesome. If you guys have any music questions, any production questions, I'm your guy. Let me know. Let me know while I butcher this melody. Oh, I was in the wrong key. Thanks, appreciate it. Ableton, you know it. Shoot. I'm gonna play it in the I like the key of B minor. Let's just keep that. I'm gonna pitch this down half step and show you guys what I'm doing. Yep. let's try it again. I really like this sample. There we go. Probably needs to be slower. Let's slow it down just a little bit. There we go. Let's use that. I'll just fix it in post. There we go. There we go. Let's try this. We don't need that kind of swing yet. Move that over. That's odd. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Come on. Oh, that's what's going on. I think it's playing triplets. Let's look at the audio form, waveform here. Yeah, it's like, it's not even on the grid. Ah. So let's just go ahead and throw that away. And I'm going to just use the metronome, old fashioned. That's better. Shout out to Ableton. You know it. Ableton in the house. That's why this was looking all weird. I was in the wrong tempo. So like all these are probably wrong. Which could come up with something rather interesting, but for speed's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fix it. You can do it quick with this. Bada bing, bada boom. And then all I need to do is fix these two, like so. Relocate your camera so we can see your eyes instead of glare. I could, but like, it's not as important. We're here to talk about music. And like, if you could see my desk, I literally have nowhere else to put my camera, unfortunately. But if you'd like, there's a different angle on YouTube. Go subscribe. We are literally streaming live right now. Any music questions? Sync licensing. What kind of questions you got about sync? I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I'm trying to tell music producers and indie artists right now, if you really want to start financing your music career, sync licensing is the way to do it. I will say it until I'm blue in the face, because it sure did help me. That's all I do now is make music for a living. Give me the sauce. I'm making some music for sync right now. Let's fix that real quick. So you mix your own vocals. Do you have a better tip about what to do to make them fuller? Serial compression is my favorite thing to make vocals sound fuller. What you do is you take the first compressor and you give it a fast attack and a fast release. So all it's doing is catching the volumes that are too high or too hot that normally you would turn down, but technically you're turning down the soft parts too. So then you put another compressor on top of that, and then that one is to raise the overall volume and level so that it's nice and even. And when that happens, they'll cut through your mix of instruments a lot cleaner. So try that out. That's my favorite thing to do. Hopefully that helps. This sounds weird now. Let's listen to this again. Actually, let me fix this sample because this sample's all over the place. Metronome. There we go. Fix this real quick. There we go. Oh, starting to get ahead. Samples like this are cool because like they sound more human, but unfortunately, we got to make sure we're playing. It's not speeding up on me. So should you leave the first one on gain? The gain reduction for the first compressor, I would do maybe 3 decibels, no more. Earl, what up, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? That's all I need right here. 8 bars. So let's figure out what my synthesizer is doing. We're going to change up the rhythm a little bit. Appreciate the follow. Thanks, fam. How you know where to pan certain instruments while mixing? When's the next class? Next class for sync licensing is literally next weekend. A bunch of people were asking questions, so I was like, let's do another one. What'd you think? Does it help? Did it help? I'm going to be following up with everybody that takes a class as well. Elmer, what up, what up, what up? So as far as your question with panning instruments, it honestly doesn't matter. The only thing you should be concerned about is balance. So for instance, you want all your main focus elements that you want in your song in the middle. So that would be your kick, maybe your snare, a lead vocal, any other melodic piece of or element that you want to stand out. Everything else moves to the side so that can get the shine. That's the best way I can explain it. So like, let's say you have a lead guitar, a rhythm guitar, and maybe a second harmony guitar or something like that that's playing the chords. You'd obviously want to keep your lead in the middle, right? Keep your lead in the middle, and then you're going to pan. You want to pan your rhythm guitar to the left, and then I mean, where's the other one going to go for balance? You pan the chordal guitar that's just playing the chords to the right. And that way you have a full guitar sound hitting the listener in the face like this, but they're mainly getting the important part, which is the melody. Make sense? Let me know if it does. To get the same rhythm here so that it sounds cohesive. Perfect. It makes sense. That's my favorite line that I can ever hear from a producer if what I'm saying makes sense, because half the time I think I'll be talking foolishness. Peaceful Monarch, what's going on, bro? How art thou? Looking forward to seeing you next weekend. Yes, next weekend. let's change that. I'm going to take this and duplicate it, but we're going to change it a bit for science purposes. The thing I'm worried about is I don't want it to sound like a loop, because then if it's a loop, then it's not going to work for sync. How to add 3D depth to a mix. Reverb, making stuff sound further away by using a high pass filter is what I like to do. To like, if you think, I always use the explanation of like, if you told someone to walk like super duper far away and then try to yell your name, you're gonna hear it like this, right? And so you hear less of the high frequencies of my voice. So that's a nice trick I like to use for depth. Sax player, awesome, very dope. My second, well, no, not my second youngest. My brother right under me actually plays saxophone. So that's awesome. We used to annoy our parents in the house all the time practicing. The Silent Hill game soundtrack is amazing, even though it's sampled. Tips for bass sound design. You could layer your bass. I was supposed to, that was a video. To make a thick, tight bass, I need to try this myself because I learned it literally today. Oh, thanks for the gamepad. Appreciate it. You can actually, I've never really compressed my bass outside of sidechain compression, but like adding saturation, distortion, things of that nature, and then layering it with a sub bass. So like you get the girth that you're looking for, and then layering synthesizers on top of it. That's normally how I like to do a lot of my sound design. What format do you format your tracks for TV while making them, or later? I normally do it later just because like I don't want it to interrupt my creative process. Yeah, there is a good stock sub. I think, what is it called? Hip hop sub or something like that? Smooth Criminal song. It's amazing, even though it has many layers to the sounds. Exactly. Layers doesn't mean, complex doesn't mean like not worthy. You know what I mean? It's all about the subtleties and cutting stuff that you don't need. Basic sub sign is what they call it. I just imported it from my other one. I made it and then saved it because that's one of my faves. Which do I prefer for beginner production, Ableton or FL? Both of them are great. What I prefer people to do is to go get both and then try to make a beat on both of them. You see what I'm saying? And whichever one was more fun, or whichever one was you felt was faster, go with that one, because they basically do the same thing. Me personally, I couldn't mess with it or FL because like the organization of like windows everywhere, it's very PC, and I'm not a PC guy. I'm more of a Mac guy. So like I don't have to look in different places for certain tools. They're all in the same spot. They're organized the way I like. It's just, for me personally, I lean more towards Ableton, but any of them can work. What's your daily work schedule like? I should make a video on that. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get all my actual music work done. And then by 8:30, I'll take a break, eat breakfast. And then I'll get back to work about like, depending on the day, probably around 11, 12 o'clock. And from there, music, content, and working on deals with either brands or clients. It's basically that every day, pretty much. And now I'm trying to figure out how to stick in long form content for YouTube, which is, video editing is not as fun. FL is great for drum programming because of the step sequencer. I don't know, man. You ever mess with drum? What is it called? Not drum bus, drum rack from Ableton. It's pretty powerful. A lot of dubstep producers use FL. Wait, what time do I go to sleep? I go to sleep at 9 o'clock most of the time, because 4 o'clock in the mornings, there's no distractions. So like, I can get everything I need done without like, I don't know, having to walk a dog or like the kids need something or something like that. There's no distractions. Nobody's up, which means I can be me in my creative space here and get what I need done. I've seen this pattern in like a lot of successful creators like Bob Iger and Steve Jobs. They all revel that time of 4 a.m. because nobody else is around. How you set up your audio interface on your to your phone? I use a thing called iRig Stream. Link is in the bio. I have that, and then I need to make another video on it, honestly. And then I use a what is it called? And not an XLR, and what is this cable called? RCA. I use an RCA, and it plugs up to my interface. I don't think the RCA cable comes with it, so that's why I mention it. Ultra Beat and Logic is good as a step sequencer. Oh, that's cool. What do you mean a DAW is a means to an end? That's an interesting take. Appreciate the likes, fam. If you guys find any of this stuff interesting or at least providing some type of value, double tap the screen. I appreciate it. It helps keep the channel going. Let me know any other questions you guys have. I'm an open book, especially on lives. I think this is ready for drums. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Tips on developing a loop to a full song, like B section, etc. Yeah. So normally I sequence my stuff with thinking in mind of sync, but normally, yeah, you want to make sure that your loop has layers so that you can take them away for a B section, or you can use the circle of fifths to go into a bridge. So like, for instance, maybe use the relative harmonic minor, or not harmonic, the relative minor or major of the key you're in. That way it sounds completely different, but still is in the same key, so you can still mess around with different melodies and things of that nature. How long have I been in sync? I've been in sync for the last 5 years. I've been doing sync full time for about 1.5 years now. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Trying to make sure I get these plucks right. The companies I use for sync are more for like trailer work than anything else. So if you don't make movie trailers, it might not be a best sell for you. What I suggest you do is come through the class. We actually give a directory of a bunch of different, like 100 plus, I think it's like 120, 140 different libraries you can start pitching to. Link in bio for that. Do you have a favorite producer? Of course I do. My favorite producers are, let me think, Lido, Timbaland, because of his drums and simplicity. I really like Kanye because of obviously his sampling techniques are just like on another tier. 40 for his creativity. Boy Wonder's up there too. Hit Boy is amazing. I love his stuff. Yes, the class costs money. Crypto, what up? Yeah, I mean, bro, there's enough, and I talk about this in the class, like there's enough for everybody. There's no reason to gatekeep or hide anything. When starting out and syncing, how many tracks should you have? I mean, honestly, think about it. If you were showing somebody your music, they were probably only going to listen to like 3 or 4 tracks. We talk about that in the class too. There's a way to do it so that like you show them 3 or 4 tracks, but like there's a way to present it so that they're wanting more from you. So I normally have prepared about an album's worth of stuff. But like I said, we talk about that more in depth. Mac users use GarageBand at the start of producing. Yeah, I started with GarageBand. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Appreciate the likes, guys. If you guys are new to the live, if I say something of value, please double tap the screen. That lets me know that we are talking about the right things for lives. I am here answering all questions, so let me know. Ninth Wonder is dope. Ninth Wonder, you got to put Dilla in there, but for me personally, that's influenced my sound. Those are the guys. When starting out syncing, how many? Okay, I think I already saw that. Decap's dope. I love Decap for Can I make a song in under 10 minutes? Yeah, probably. I was in the middle of making one before we got on the questions. The Alchemist is dope. Let me see here. Oh, and for me, Flying Lotus was a huge influence when I first started because I was just like, what is he doing? It sounds weird and amazing. So yeah, for sure. Very dope. Decaf coffee. No ID is dope too. Then you got Needles. Who else? There's a lot of producers out there, but I know the tracks that really inspired me to start doing this. Do you will react to music in class? I don't know what that means. Help me out here. Paraphrase. Yeah, Needles is dope. I actually met the guy in Chicago. What happens if you get offered multiple exclusive libraries? That is something we talk about in the class. Obviously, if they're asking for it, there's two ways you could go about it. You can go through having a split deal, or you can also do you can just make more music. That's the biggest thing. Exclusive libraries are my favorite. Those are the only ones I really mess with. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to go through all these questions. Chadwick's on the live. What's up? It was. Sorry. Have you listened to DJ Smokey? No, I have not. Oh, the Silk Sonic production? Crisp, by far. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I had to do a Silk Sonic album sounding thing for Sync, and studying it, it's freaking awesome. They really did their homework in making sure that they invoke that sound. Tips on learning how to master it all seems like a blur. I just finished filming how to master with stock plugins on for YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube. I will be answering that very, very soon. Do I like BTS? BTS is cool. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I wouldn't listen to them on a regular basis, but they're cool. Thank you for your knowledge. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Dawn FM? No, that name sounds familiar, but I'm almost embarrassed to say I don't, because they sound like somebody I should know who they are. Like Moonchild. They're like the chat? Oh, yeah. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. Okay, cool. I think we've got that. Let's go ahead and add some strings. Isaac, thanks for subscribing, fam. The chat is slow because it's about to do some crazy Super Saiyan stuff in a minute. Let's put the drums in because I kind of need them. The Weeknd's new drop. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I think that's a band. I'm pretty sure that's a band. Which DAW do I use? I use Ableton. If you guys want to know some Ableton secrets and tips, go follow my YouTube, because we'll be doing a bunch of those too. Yep, I'm using Ableton. No such thing as a bad or wrong question, so don't be afraid. I'm going to go to Cymatics for the drums because they always be cooking up stuff. So let's find a decent drum. Where am I going to go? Didn't I just drop a new pack? I don't have it yet. We need something simple. Ableton? Ableton is the best. Autocorrect. Class is... We're doing a class next week. I just put that into the calendar. It's on the 12th of February. So if you guys want to learn more about sync, come through. I'll get you started. Are drum loops from Cymatics ready to sync? Yeah, I mean, like, the drum loops, you can't copyright a drum loop, so there's nothing wrong with it. I listened to the Weeknd's album in my lady's car. Really? That's interesting, because Timbaland, I don't know if you guys saw the video Timbaland was doing. He was like, man, this is on some Thriller stuff. I was like, I don't know if the Weeknd is like, it's hard to compare artists with artists that aren't, A, not here anymore, and B, like, we talking about the king of pop. If anybody comes close to the king of pop, I would say it's Bruno Mars because of marketability. But, I mean, the Weeknd's up there, too. Who knows? How much money did you make in sync for first year going full-time? $50K. I made $50K this year in sync. It's pretty awesome. I'm telling you guys. But, again, it took me 4 years to get there before I was like, all right, let's go full-time. Lifestyle music? Maybe. Yeah, like, really? Like, come on now. Trying to start out in sync? Go take the class. That's my biggest tip. We are teaching stuff about how to legally make sure hey, Igor's in the house. We talk about how to make sure that you get all your publishing correct before you start shooting out for sync pitch placements and stuff like that. Because, like, if you don't have that stuff in order, like, they automatically, they're not even listening to it because it's going to be hard to clear. Make sure your stuff is, like, make sure your ownership is completely yours. Timbo is an old Southerner. That's hilarious. Timbo's still relevant though. He been putting out that heat. But we do all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah. I saw that. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you send me your project so that we can mix it together. Or no, we were talking about you actually making sure that all your stuff was together. As far as your audio is concerned, Igor. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Cool. What was the first DAW I used for beats? I used Machine, believe it or not. I didn't know what I was doing. Machine's dope, but, like, I definitely should have started on Ableton first. Can you legally put out work using pirated software? I don't know. You'd have to check. That's a good question. We should probably have a lawyer on the show to talk about that kind of stuff. Because, like, I don't think you're supposed to, but, like, there's no way to track it. You know? If, like, a tree fell in the forest. Sync licensing, I'm sorry, I'm a little late. Sync licensing is allowing a business company, production company to synchronize your music to their film, and you charging them for it because they need a license for it. Trying to look at both chats at the same time. Okay, we're gonna finish it Thursday. Perfect. What up, Adam? What about pitching sync before a song is released? That is not a problem. Actually, you can normally charge more for tracks that are never released because you have the ability of, like, this is behind the curtain. You have direct access to this before anybody else gets it. A lot of music supervisors and companies like that. How would they know? They're gonna know. I have no idea. They catch people though. They do catch people. But, like, it's just something you have to keep in mind. How long do I practice beats before I start releasing them? I release them anyway, because like they're never going to be perfect. Perfect is an illusion with making sure music is done, because there's always something you could add. Got a short story on an artist not thinking your beats was good? I don't, because my parents blessed me with the ability. Thanks for the likes, appreciate it. Thanks, Seth. The reason my parents were like, you could do anything, bro. Like, just you got to put in the time. You might have to sacrifice something, but you can literally do anything. So like, don't be too hard on yourself when you're releasing music. Seth, what up, man? How are you? Just release it, because guess what? You can always take stuff down once you get to a higher level and re-release it later. Like, how many tracks are released on Spotify every day? Like 30,000 or something crazy like that. So like, get in the practice of finishing. That's the biggest thing you can ever learn. Yeah, we do one-on-ones as well. I'm scheduled for a one-on-one tomorrow. Talking about sync. If the class is too late, or you'd rather get one-on-one to help with your strategy personally, that's definitely something you could do. Have you ever gotten your songs synced that were old songs of yours? Yes. I almost never get new songs that I make released. Synced. I have no idea why. Maybe it just takes time for it to get through the catalog, but like, I'm always like, y'all use that? Like, for real? Like, so sometimes I'll even like fix it with all the mixing knowledge and mastering stuff that I do now, that I know now, just to make sure like it's of the highest quality. Cause like, if I know it could be better and I could fix it, I'm going to do it, just cause like my name's on it. You know what I'm saying? We just started classes literally 2 weeks ago. So, as of yet, I wouldn't say, but again, sync takes time. How would they know? Do you know how affordable? That's why I keep trying to tell them, Chad, like these plugins are not really that expensive. You just need to focus on where your priorities are at. This DAW has paid itself off at least 18 times over in the last 2 years. Easily. So like, go for the trial, upgrade when you can. It's actually cheaper to do it that way instead of buying it outright. How much are one-on-ones? We charge $100 an hour, and an hour is like a condensed version of the class, because the class is actually 2 hours. But you get more one-on-ones as far as like, okay, this is the kind of stuff I make. I can help you kind of look at different shows and show you how, or like, yeah, basically make sure that all your legals are in order, and then point you in certain directions instead of like giving everything like the class. So one-on-ones, I think, are a lot more valuable because it's specifically for you instead of just like a general rule of thumb. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, we did a one-on-one last week, and the guy liked making video game music. I was like, well, then forget all the other. Hey, we got another subscriber. That thing is late. But what was I saying? As far as like, oh, we got another one. Go check out the YouTube guys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we were like, forget like everything else. Let's just focus on video games. Here's some libraries. Here's how we approach them and pitch our music that way. You see what I'm saying? So like, one-on-ones are helpful too, but I can't get into that much detail for one specific person each time. Does that make sense? So, chia. I need to find some drums. I think these could work. Maybe. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to these stems and extract the chords, because the chords is what I really want out of this. What's the name of this company? I should probably use some pizzicatos too. Drum kit recommendations. You can build your own kits. I love using Cymatics drums because they clip a certain way that just slaps. Do you know how to work on machines, Mike? No, I do not. Class is $50. Do you feel producers should work on mix down over mastering? Yes, mix down is way more important than your master. The master, I literally just finished filming this today. Your master is only 1% of the actual song. It's only 1%. So like making sure all this stuff is clean. That washing a car is your mixing, and putting the wax on is the master, if that makes sense. So focus on your mix down, because that's going to make everything clean. Master is just going to show you how bad a mix it is. Thank you for all the info. Appreciate it, fam. That's what we're doing. Hey, Ari, can I get some water? This mic is the Aston Element. Ta-da. It is a dynamic, it's an active dynamic mic, which means that it takes phantom power, even though it's like one of these. Like one of these. So it's pretty cool. Has a lot of detail in it. I'm not going to finish this beat. Goodness. I should probably just like, next time I'm going to have to just put the screen, not actual water. I need some water. It's too late. It's okay. But I'll take that too. Thanks, honey. Wifey always come in the clutch. Classic trap. Yep, that's what I was trying to make, Chadwick. It's easy for TV because people could talk over it. It's not really like really in your face. And yes, we are in B minor. Oh, they got the MIDI in here? What? We got the MIDI. Forget this. I'm about to put some strings on this instead. They got the MIDI. Because you can't copyright chord changes. We're just going to take the chords. Soup. Soup time. Where that water at? Can I have that water still? So let's turn this off. Thank you. You better not make it hot. That's all right. My live's on the FYP. Yay. Nice. If you guys have any questions, now is the time. Let me know how I can help. Let's make all these short before I change the sound up. So I'm gonna take these, push them over. Take these. Chadwick, can you hear chords the same way you hear random, not random pitches, but exact pitches? I'm very curious. Dang, I don't want to. Okay, so quick Ableton hack. If you ever want to quantize something, but not like the front of it, you can just hit, what is this? Shift Command U, and you can do this. Boom. Now all of them are the same length this way, but all of them, if you zoom in, if they're off the grid for rolls to make them sound more human, that's what you do. What do you need for the iRig setup? You need an iRig, and you need a RCA cable. It does not come with the RCA cable. That's why I don't like doing videos about them, because I really hate that they were selfish and didn't put that in there. Yeah, I know you got the ear, bro. Super jealous still. Am I on Twitch too? As of now, no. I'm on YouTube. So check me out. Check me out on YouTube. Link in bio. How do you get motivated to start making music? Find people that motivate you. Like listen to music that makes you think like either, oh man, I could do this too, or like, whoa, like what just happened? That's normally how I get inspired. Listening to new music all the time is definitely something that will help. What are the biggest difference between beats for artists and beats for sync? We talk about that in the class. Biggest difference is probably arrangement. Arrangement is the biggest thing. Do you need an audio interface as well? Yes. Because it needs... Well, no, I take that back. You can actually plug it straight to your computer if you wanted to. Because the RCA... I got an RCA that goes to a 1/4 inch. I can't... Or not a 1/4 inch. Headphone jack. Was it 3.5 millimeter? So, like, if you have that in your laptop, you can actually plug it in straight there. But because I have the mic set up and all that kind of stuff, I go through my audio interface. Do you help people in your one-on-ones figure out where to market their music for sync? Yep, sure do. Sure do. I try to make sure that the music's ready as well. So we do like feedback sessions with your music. With plugins getting more advanced, do you feel production will become more AI? I'm afraid of it. I really am, because people are lazy. People are lazy and they don't want to do anything. And when that happens, like, the machines will take over. I really think that, like, AI is coming for us. And if people, that's why I started this channel, because if people don't, like, actually take production seriously as far as with music is concerned, I mean, like I was saying before, my 12-year-old niece could make a beat. Like, that's not hard anymore at all. Hey, Chris, what up, bro? Bro, I'm tired. Don't let anything fool you, fam. I am tired. I was just talking in the chat earlier. We've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. But, like, I'm trying to build something. So hopefully in the near future we could start doing this as like a school. That's what I really want to do. But we need the capital first. Need the capital. What's the biggest mistake / hurdle with sync? My biggest one was not knowing what was actually going on the legal side. Like, not really understanding royalties and all that kind of stuff. And then arrangement. Arrangement's important too. Use AI isotope plugins for mastering. That's cool. Use AI and then allow the AI to teach you what's actually going on. Does that make sense? Like, I use Ozone too, and I started using them, but like when I would master it, it still wouldn't sound the way I would want it to sound. So then that's when I got under the hood and started looking at, okay, what does this do? You know what I'm saying? And isotope's dope because, like, you hover your mouse over it and it'll tell you what it does. You know what I'm saying? So, like, definitely look into that. Be comfy with not being comfy. Yeah, for sure. I agree. You said it's hot? It's hot. I got 10 more minutes. You guys, let me keep asking questions. We got answers. Let me know how I can help. That's what I'm here for. Chris, looking forward to meeting up tomorrow. Should be dope. What am I looking for? I'm looking for pizzicato. Pizzicato. We need something quick. Thankfully, when people are listening to hip hop, they're not really caring about the quality of strings as much. So we're gonna use these. Let's take that up an octave. And then double it. What is that? F sharp? Oh, it's just an octave. I thought it was more than that. Let's give that a little more gain. Toss this bad boy on it. And then we got to put that retro riff in. That thing sounds so good. Sounds so good. Turn down. Appreciate the likes, fam. That's not what I thought I heard. Woo. Maybe it's this one. Or maybe it was a vocal. Ooh. That's dope. Retro riff. I don't think that's what I was playing. Where's the loop? There it is. I guess that is what it's playing. Interesting. I didn't hear it the same way. I know you had a beat block before. You've had beat block before. What's the longest you went without doing beats? I don't normally have beat block. Like, mind you, I came from a music theory background. So, like, there's always something you can do. And I'm not married to any of my music. So, like, if it sucks, it sucks. I had to get it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't necessarily have beat block. I might have a crux or paralyzed from a decision I need to make. But, like, normally I'm making music with a purpose. So, like, I don't necessarily have beat block because I always have a direction I'm going in. You know what I mean? But in order to cure beat block, effects plugins, flipping keys. I'm trying to think, what else do I do if I'm looking for an idea? I'm literally doing it right now. Like, I interpolated a melody, changed the instruments out, stuff like that. Do you need studio monitors to produce professionally? Nope. Good set of headphones are just enough. Because think about this: if you spend more than $300 on a pair of monitors, like, you better make sure that your space is treated. Because if not, you're still going to need more software to make sure that you're listening to stuff flat. Because there's bass buildup and all kinds of extra stuff. So, like, I recommend anybody that's starting to produce, like, use headphones. Moved here from TikTok. What up, Dave? What's going on, bro? Let me know if there's anything in here that you got questions on. Beat block is not a problem. It's a sign of a problem. That's a good way to put it, I guess. I mean, like, people get stuck. That's fine. But, like, relish in the uncomfortability of beat block and just solve the problem. It's a math problem. It literally is a math problem. Inspirations everywhere. True. Favorite genre? Trailer music. I like trailer music a lot because it's loud, obnoxious, and gets people hype. It gets the people going. So, yeah, that's my favorite. Trailerized hip-hop. Super epic. This beat would sound fire reversed. Ooh, didn't think about that. I was using Plux because of it's for reality TV, but that might be something in the background that we can do. Halftime it and then put it in reverse. Do you write ads as references to make sure that the edits are... Shoot, this stupid chat is like half of the freaking text is off, so I can't see it. Can I enlarge this? Nope. Oh, I messed it up. Dang it. Ooh, wait, I can undo, can't I? Control undo. Perfect. Chris, I'm sorry. You're going to have to chop up your sentence because the stupid thing needs to be fixed. I apologize. Principles of structure? Yes. I do structure my music differently for sync. You tell a story. You got your intro, your meat in the beginning. We can talk about that stuff tomorrow. What are the best ways to do vocals? You have an MPC Live 2. Do you mean to record vocals? Do you attribute your success to being more talented or being more motivated than your competition? I think it's both. And it's not necessary. That's the thing. It's not competition. There's no competition. There's plenty of money for everybody, especially in sync. because like I can't get all the placements. It's impossible. It literally is impossible. Like there's 90 placements in one television show per episode minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't listen to it, but it's there, and it makes the do I write to ads as references? No, I do not. Sometimes they give me the piece of music and I write to that. I mean the actual like maybe the unfinished ad. I'll write to that sometimes. Other times I'll actually like I was saying before, I have a formula of like intro and then again building continuously. Like that's the name of the game. Good question, Chris. Chris is the homie. But yeah, to record vocals, make sure you have a decent condenser mic and a shield. One of these things. Hold on. This is called. Oh snap! And I'll switch the screen so everybody can see me. This is called a reflection shield. It literally like it takes all the reflections away so that you can hear my vocals like even like this. If you can't afford studio time, get one of these because it'll shield your vocals from sounding like they're being recorded in your room. Make sense? Fresh ads. Yep. Isolation shield filter. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yep. Yep. I need a stream deck so I can switch back and forth a little faster. Yeah, for sure. If you guys are catching gems, double tap the screen. If you're on TikTok, I need to finish this track, but it's dinner time. B-cam. Oh yeah, bro. It's just the phone. Like I need to get some actual equipment instead of like lowballing everything. But yeah, this is what we have thus far after an hour. Ooh, we got resonant frequencies. Let's fix that real quick. That's trifling. I was afraid that resonance video was too long, but I guess you guys liked it. Woo, that was harsh. Let's turn that down. Matter of fact, since most of the formants are here, or not formants, the what is it called? The fundamentals. Most of the fundamentals are here. Let's just check that out, and then pull that down. Oh my goodness, I hate this thing does this. Tips on creating content to promote your music. Consistency is your biggest thing when you're trying to promote your music. If you put in headphones, you can literally hear what's coming out of my speakers right now, or my computer, not even my speakers. There it is. Yoink. Narrow that out. Oh, you thought you were going to get away from me. This is ridiculous. It really is. I'm going to take away the dynamic range. Yep. It's just like, I don't understand why it's doing this. Try that. I ran out of room. Now I gotta transpose it up or down an octave. Maybe too low. The D? Yeah. I don't know about that. I think it's dinner time. G flat and B minor when used as a passing tone, I think sounds cool. And technically G flat's F sharp. So technically that's actually the fifth of B minor. So it technically works. But playing a fifth on a bass, like, it's better as a passing tone. Do I do Twitch? Not as of yet. I mean, I got more expensive mics, but I use this. This is my talkback mic. This is my tried and true. And also, these mics were given to me. I ain't pay a dime. I ain't pay a dime. I am part of the Aston family, repping hard. Might work as a pentatonic melody though. Yeah, G flat is F sharp, which is the fifth of B minor. So, like, it works. It definitely works. Something like that. Asher, what up, bro? How are you feeling today? What's going on, fam? I saw your video. You were asking about stuff speeding up. I really think I was listening from the video. I didn't go to the actual song, but I really think Eminem actually just sped up his verse. I don't think the beat, like, you know what I'm saying? I think that he was just starting to rap ahead of the beat, but I might be wrong. I casually listened to it before I set up my little live stuff, so I'm not sure. What do you think? I'm gonna do a video on it, but I need to know the answer first. Have I tried Saturn 2? I mess with. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. After I get this bass, I'm gonna show you my preset in here for Decapitator. It is. I love using Decapitator. I don't know, man. Like, cause like you think about it. Eminem is in his own category of like talent and mastery of rhythm in his lyrics and just execution. So like, it wouldn't be more far-fetched, just like Jay-Z falls behind the beat anytime he wants. You know what I'm saying? If he was just like, I'm gonna jump ahead and then catch back down, because that, it just, to me, it shows true mastery. Like a jazz musician walks ahead and behind the beat and then comes back home. Like, it's literally the same thing. So I don't know. That might be it, because we used to do it all the time. He said the chat like, bro, like, I don't know if YouTube is just throttling because like they hating or what, but terrible. I'm gonna have to figure something out with this, because I know there's a purpose lag that you can do, but like I don't do that because it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, both those guys, the mastery of the art. I'm telling you. A lot of rappers just think that they can just do it off of raw talent, and that's not how it works. Yep, passively learning. Bro, there is no time for not learning. Like, you should be learning 24/7, just like a kid would. Like, soak up as much information like a sponge. You should always learn something new. That's why I love doing this kind of stuff. Messing with outputs, thermal. Oh yeah, thermal and Portal are like my favorite sound design plugins. or some of them. What's the minimum kit you need to write for sync? Can you just write off of or get by with stock stuff? Yeah, as long as it works and sounds good. Okay. Check out the decap preset. So I'm just gonna write a pedal bass line real quick. What key are we in? B minor. So if you guys have headphones in right now, you can actually hear the sub. So what I do is I make sure let's go 200 mono, because no one's listening for any stereo treatment. So this is what I have right now. And then I'll toss on decapitator. And then I go to beefy. And then I add the, I can't remember the emulation for this, but I hit E. And like it automatically comes alive. I might mess with the drive a little bit. Like immensely like better to me. And then what I'll do, and this is like trade secret, I'll take the supercharger, which is an analog emulation as well, and just turn up the fatness. And now it's like this plugin is out of control. And now there's your 808, and then obviously it's clipping, so we'll turn it down to make sure it's not doing that. And then I'll throw on sausage fattener to give it some soft clipping that we can control. And like there's no there's no distortion grind. And you can hear it on a phone speaker. Warm and fluffy. You got it. And then I use Sublab. That also helps because like you can design your own 808s in here. Like you can add distortion, all that kind of stuff. I use low distortion on here from the get-go because like you need some of it just cause. But I normally design most of my 808s from this preset. And then through here. I might mix more to taste depending on what song I'm doing or what kind of style they're going for. But like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. E is the most destroyed. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I love the E simulation. I also like using the Neve emulation for vocals. Supercharger is goated. I don't know if a lot of people use it or not, but it's one of my faves for sure. Specific website that you go to for sync licensing. There are numerous websites for sync licensing. You can either do a Google search. You can go on my link in bio. I got like 140 of them that you can go pitch music to. But you got to make sure that your music's the right, is sequenced the right way. So more on that in the class. Come through. But yeah, that's my Decapitators preset. It's like my favorite. It makes everything like I don't have to worry about sequencing or designing 808s ever. What 808 am I using? I am using Sublab because 808's a sine wave, right? So like that's all you need. Are they saturated? Nope. Nothing in sync is saturated. If you think it's saturated, somebody been lying to you. Because like again, there's like 90 cues in one episode, like 90 different pieces of music every episode. And most seasons are what, like 20? Yeah, A is clean, E is fluffy, and Neve is good for guitars and vocals. That's what I know, or that's what I use. I've never messed with T. I'm gonna have to mess with that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I need to start a series where I read the manual so that you don't have to. No one ever uses P. Useless. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never messed with P, which is hilarious because the letter P is extremely popular on TikTok right now. Can't find a good use. I'm gonna start reading these manuals and like sharing this stuff so that you don't have to. Might ask what the best DAW for a complete amateur is. A complete amateur, probably like something like BandLab, because like a lot of the stuff is done for you as far as presets are concerned. To get, but yeah, BandLab or GarageBand is probably my go-to if I was first starting. Awesome, yeah, man. It's gonna be dope. Appreciate you coming through for the class. Once again, the class is gonna. Oh man, I smell that soup. I'm gonna have to go. Wifey been cooking. Yeah, the class is on the 12th. We got a new one that I just scheduled like literally yesterday. For anybody that's interested, come through. You're going to learn a lot. I promise. I guarantee. Pushing P. So yeah. You was just about to. Yeah, I mess with BandLab. BandLab's cool. BandLab's cool. I was actually thinking about making a sample pack for them because we were in the talks of that, but that deal never got finished because I was like, I've never made a sample pack before. 100 beats or 100 loops, that's a lot. Was just about to ask you about BandLab. Yeah, so yeah, check that out. T is Culture Vulture emulation. That's what I thought. Which does UA have a Culture Vulture emulation? I wonder. Have you ever released music on it? I did a beat for them, but I've never released music through there. But I mean, if they have distribution, that's pretty cool. Like, you could literally do everything within your phone without like anything else. But I've been working on a computer for so long that like making music on a phone is like foreign to me. Like, I'm sure it's gonna get even more popular as the years go by, but like, I'm always like, So anyways, if you guys don't have any more questions, make sure if you do end up with questions later, type them in the bio, type them in the bio, the stupid Q&A question thing. I read those. I read all my comments. Ask questions. We will find you the answers. I'm here to help. But without further ado, I'm going to hit the outro and I will catch you guys later. Peace.